I'm wildin', Fendi flip-flops, I'm styling. Heat it up, heat it up, heat it. Nothing about me, just tell you I will. If you not my friend, I don't fake it, I never. Young rap, this amazing Margiela. 2 icy chains on top of my sweater. This the success of my latest endeavors. When I come around, I guess they not together.
For everyone out there who wants to reach legend and you guys are doing it so quickly, what builds are you playing with and what's your strategy?
I made a playmaker win the game.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Moments away at State Farm Arena.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to... Well, great story, D.A. Thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Jaylen Brown. Winslow is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Murray, and it's Green in at the 2. And for the Hawks, Irving is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to Whiteside. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Bagley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Irving. And that one is off. Great D that time from Green.
And one thing that held the Hawks back last year, all the mistakes.
Yes, last in the league in turnovers, second to last in personal fouls. They were one of the youngest teams last season, and it showed. But you have to have more discipline to win games, which is why they only won 29.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Here's Whiteside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
You know, fouling Whiteside in there used to be a good strategy. Not anymore. He's improved his free throw shooting quite a bit.
Well, there is no doubt Hassan Whiteside still a major factor in rim protection.
I'm not sure if his block totals will get back to 4 a game, but he still gets plenty of blocks. The fear he puts in shooters, the amount of shots he changes, still make him one of the best in the business on defense.
Now, here's Brown. 14 points from him the last game against Atlanta.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
Now, here is Irving. Marvin Bagley missing his last shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
Murray finds Bagley and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Passes it to Tucker. Whiteside dishes to Irving. Whiteside, good.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get your better scores some easy looks so they can start to establish themselves.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 18 points. Brown inside, guarded by Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Well, it's all about the trick-or-treating tonight, Smitty.
Well, I'm old school, Kevin, but I will tell you, I hated candy corn. You can keep that. I hated the way it looked, and I hated the way it tasted.
He hits the second from the line.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Pass to Whiteside. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Whiteside. It's stolen by Bagley. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Winslow against Irving. And it's Miami with the rebound.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Bagley, no good.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And it's Kyrie Irving with the three.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Heat. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Irving against Murray. Brogdon kicks to Irving. And the pass to Whiteside.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 5.
Wow, one of the craftiest ball handlers in the league. Kyrie on a tear.
Irving against Murray. Outside, Bagley. Miami no good on that time either. The Hawks leading. Here's Irving. And he drops in the way up off the glass. He's got 7.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Right wing. Here's Murray, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. He's pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
So he gets them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Irving with it. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Brogdon, following the score by Miami. On the wing, Irving. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. That shot, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Green's got 5 points so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Now, here's Brogdon. And here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Buries it from 3-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Green. He has 5. Here's Bagley. Brown outside. The Heat need to get a shot off. Murray for three. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tucker the pass to Sabonis. Back to Tucker. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Tucker's got his second bucket of the game to go. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Murray against Irving. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So for the Hawks, Nerlens Noel checks in for Whiteside. Dwayne Bacon comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Brogdon. The Heat also changing it up. Thompson, he's checked in for Brown. And Morris subbed in for Danny Green. Irving against Murray. Kicks it to Winslow. Here's Thompson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Hawks have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Irving looking over the floor. And again, it's Atlanta.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now, here is Morris. Good D by Matthews. Here's Irving. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray dishes to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Murray. Clock at 6. He kicks to Morris. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Domantas Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. 7th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league. His dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. That free throw good from Thompson. A smitty of recent players to enter the league. Which had rookie seasons that surprised you?
I think Donovan Mitchell, the way he came out of the gates. I knew Luka Doncic was good, but because I hadn't seen much film or seen him live, he surprised me. Trae Young, the way he's played from a small guard position, those are some of the guys that have surprised me. Some were high drive picks, and some were a little bit lower, but those are the 3.
Irving's shot is good.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Morris kicks to Henson. Ariza outside. Pass to Waiters. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Lots of contact, but once he makes up his mind, Waiters is hard to slow down. Makes a lot of tough shots.
Count it. Irving's got 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Morris looking over the floor. No good there. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
That free throw missing. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Jones checked in for the Hawks. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 6. Ariza outside. Morris passes to Thompson. Back to Morris. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Noel. Raiders for 3. Miami with a new 14. Thompson with the bucket.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Jones kicks to Noel. Pass to Bacon. Back to Noel. Matthews against Waiters. From deep. Atlanta gets it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now the pass to Ariza. Morris outside. Over Vonleh. Morris with the bucket. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Morris against Jones. Right side Matthews. Fades back. And it's Miami with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ariza and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And Ariza much improved as a free thrower over the course of his career.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
Atlanta making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Ariza hits them both.
In Miami last year, they had a shooting problem. Bottom 3rd in the league in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. Hard to win that way in today's league.
Now here's Matthews, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Here's Thompson. Morris finds Waiters. To the middle. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
We know Dion Waiters has the type of body that can absorb contact, and it doesn't affect the shot.
Jones dishes to Matthews. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Dion Waiters. The Hawks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Free throw, good. Matthews. So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Here's Morris. Thompson passes to Henson. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Jones. Morris, no good.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Vonleh is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Jones. Then it's Matthews. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Morris. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket for Morris.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Matthews. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Morris outside, kicks it to Waiters. He feeds it to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza. The shot that time not on target. So the Hawks will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. And Morris has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The Hawks leading by 3. Passes to Noel. Outside Matthews. Here's the 3. They get the rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here is Morris. 9 points last game out. The dish now to Waiters. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morris against Jones. Morris passes to Ariza. Hits it from 3-point range. Ariza's got 5 now.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Now here's Vonleh. Pass to Matthews. Over Waiters. And it's Miami with the rebound. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
On lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
Free throw good, Ariza.
And plenty of Hawks fans were despondent when the team decided to rebuild, but that dejection has turned into excitement.
The team plays hard every night. They have an entertaining style, and they have a lot of young talent. It may not be long before they're a real threat in the East.
That one is no good.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
He's off on the first.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
And the Heat making a change here. Green's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5 over Jones. Murray, good. Murray's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Pass to Whiteside. Now Tucker. He has 5. Now here's Brogdon. Jones drives in, and it's blocked by Brown. Whiteside, good. For Miami, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Brown finds Murray. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Up top, Brogdon, guarded by Green. Murray against Brogdon. The pass to Sabonis. No good on the shot.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And Green gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Whiteside. Tucker with the ball. Lets it go with a 3. Cans it from downtown. Tucker's got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jones kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Whiteside. Brogdon outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, guys, Brogdon not a player that turns heads, but man, is he an efficient threat on the floor.
And he's been a great three-point shooter really since his rookie year. His field goal percentage continues to climb and has evolved into one of the best free throw shooters in the game.
And the first one drops. Well, offseason, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
Brogdon hits them both. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Murray dishes to Green. It's Brown on the wing. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And that one's good. Green.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here's Whiteside. He has 5. Back to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Now here's Brown from 11 feet away, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Bacon. And the layup is good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Murray against Irving. Right side Bagley. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots, even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw good from Brown.
Well, one thing the Heat have been terrific at the last few years, protecting the rim.
The Heat have taken an old-school approach to the center position, choosing physical intimidators over floor spacers.
Now here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Basket good. Irving's got 17.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Outside, Green. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skill.
And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
Heat on D. They trail by 1. Now now, Whiteside. He's got 5. Bacon the pass to Tucker. Just 2 to shoot. Shoots over Brown.
And Brown just using his big body well on defense. A physical player who does a great job of bothering shooters.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Green missing. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Still trying to find the range. He hit one in the first quarter. Nothing since.
So they take the lead. Winslow's got his second bucket tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving kicks it to Tucker. Whiteside, the pass to Bacon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Justice Winslow.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Hawks have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. And he knocks down the first one.
But one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Noel's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Noah Vonleh in for P.J. Tucker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
And it's Brown missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Evan?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Murray dishes to Waiters. Brown outside. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Justice Winslow.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
That's good from Irving. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Atlanta making a switch here. Mikhailuk is checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. 1:09 left in the first half. Morris passes to Thompson. He dishes it to Waiters. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 6 points for Dion Waiters. Morris against Irving. It's Noel atop the key. For the 3, That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Morris, left side. And the rejection by Noel. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Irving. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 23 points.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Waiters outside. A three-pointer off the mark. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Atlanta Hawks. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
Spectacular half for Kyrie. Time after time, makes a difficult play look easy. A lot of fun to watch, unless you're the one who has to guard him.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Miami?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any game.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. The Heat trail by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Green is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Bagley. Then it's Winslow. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Now Brogdon. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And Brogdon, here we go.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
With the teardrop, that one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Murray.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Now, here's Brogdon. And on the way from Irving for 3. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray against Irving. Good on the 13-footer. And 11 points for Jamal Murray.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Noel up top. Back to Tucker. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Noel's got 7 points.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's two things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
It's good, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket for Murray. Pass to Noel. Back to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 25 points.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Irving against Murray. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Irving kicks to Sabonis, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Sabonis. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile, and that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And he makes both free throws. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Murray outside. Here's the teardrop. Rebound, Atlanta. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Poked loose. Now here's Brown, guarded by Tucker. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Brown.
And that's where Brown is at his best, a muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now here's Brogdon. Sabonis trying to get open. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Brown wide open, he fires. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists tonight. Irving against Murray. Outside Irving. Right side trying to break free, and that one's good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
Brown feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds it to Irving, and it's good, 2 points. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And it's Murray penetrating. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot from 20 feet away. The offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by Atlanta. Brown with it. He's picked up by Irving.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 11. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Brown. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. For the Hawks, Matthews comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Jones subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Green. He's got 10. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Irving. And the shot goes down. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
High arcing shot, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Irving double team. Dishes to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Murray finds Green. Left side, Brown. No good that time. Good D by Matthews. Atlanta with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Shot clock at 6. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Brown.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in the game. Good D by Matthews.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his 5th foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Reza comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Monte Morris subbed in for Danny Green. Morris against Irving. And that one is good. Irving's got 33 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Some changes here for the Heat. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Bagley. John Henson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Murray. Now, here is Morris. Waiters dishes to Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Heat have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
First free throw is good.
And ever since the Big Three era ended, Miami has sort of defined middle of the pack.
Yeah, for the last 5 seasons, they haven't won more than 48 games or lost fewer than 37. This is what happens when you rarely select in the top 10 of the draft. You become reliant on free agents, and that's a tricky, sometimes heartbreaking approach.
And Morris drops them both. The Hawks leading by 13. Matthews up top. He's guarded by Waiter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. With some arc, and he sinks the layup. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Irving against Morris. Outside Matthews. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Waiters.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
First one falls for him. Ariza hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Bacon. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. Good D by Thompson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
The pass to Matthews. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Drills it from outside. Matthews has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Thompson, and he converts the layup. Thompson's got 9.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Matthews against Waiters. Matthews into the lane. Sabonis trying to get open. And Matthews gets it to go. He's got 10.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Morris outside, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Atlanta. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Dwayne Bacon. The free throw off from Henson. Atlanta leading by 10. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Nobody near Irving. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Waiters passes to Morris. Back to Waiters. Over Irving. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's 10 points for Dion Waiters.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Morris against Irving. Here's Brogdon. Again, the Hawks score. The Heat trail by 12. Waiters outside. The feed to Henson. Lays it up and banks it in. Henson's got 4 this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Outside Irving. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Thompson's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Noel. And that one's good, Brogdon.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Morris against Irving. Now, here is Morris. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Atlanta leading by 12. They've got Kyrie Irving. Nerlens Noel is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Vonleh in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Irving, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 37 points for Kyrie Irving. Miami with the ball. Morris passes to Thompson. Back to Morris. He kicks to Waiters. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Irving passes to Brogdon. Let's go. And it's Irving missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Ariza with the buckets.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Now, here is Irving. To the inside. That's good from Brogdon. On the assist by Irving. 10 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Tipped away. Vonleh with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Brogdon. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
and loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And the Hawks making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. And then for Miami, Winslow's checked in for John Henson. Brown comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Green in for Waiters. Thompson dishes to Morris. And Whiteside sends it back. And he recovers it. They get it back, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bagley, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Irving passes to Whiteside. Back to Irving. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got 40 points.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Murray kicks to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Passes it to Brogdon. Now, here's Tucker. He's covered closely. Irving double team. Pass to Noel. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Kept alive. Here's Tucker. That misses off the backboard.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And you aren't going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
Pass to Irving. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Chicago Bulls. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Whiteside. Murray, no good. Atlanta leading by 11. Brogdon outside. Noel passes to Irving. got 42 in the game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now here's Brown. Shoots over Tucker. And it's Brown missing. Murray against Irving. He gets that one. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Noel. Now here's Irving. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Irving's got 46 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray against Irving. Murray kicks to Green. Back to Murray from past the arc. Here's Bagley. That shot off, so the Hawks will take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Murray. Brown outside. Kicks to Green. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. No good that time. Great D that time from Bagley. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Now, here is Irving. The pass to Whiteside. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Again, Brogdon missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Green passes to Bagley. He kicks it to Murray. And stolen by Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 48.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Murray against Irving. Outside, Bagley. Brogdon against Green. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Murray. The 3, and it's sent back by Irving. And good, there's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Murray with it. There's the dish to Brown, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
Whiteside kicks it to Tucker. Whiteside against Bagley. Whiteside, the pass to Tucker. Back to Whiteside. Over Brown. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I don't know if Whiteside saw the clock, but an excellent play by the big fella.
Brown outside. It's over Tucker. Miami no good on that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Again, what an avalanche.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Can they get it? He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Right side Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 54 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Brogdon against Green. He dishes it to Murray. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
He misses the free throw.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Heat. Thompson, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Collins comes in for Justice Winslow. Doomboy is checked in for Brown. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Green. And the second free throw, good. And here is Carter Williams. Outside Matthews. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Ntilikina after Wesley Matthews' score.
A welcome sign. Ntilikina has the form and touch. Needs to keep draining these mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Carter Williams. Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the 3rd and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
Here's Ntilikina after Wesley Matthews' score. In the corner, Collins with it. Off target with his 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And Miami has possession. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for Miami. Murray outside. Here's Ntilikina. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time, Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Now Carter Williams. Six to shoot. Now here's Vonleh. A baseline J. The shot will not fall. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, we're at an early part of the season, but what did you want to accomplish tonight individually and in the team flow?
We just wanted to come out here and compete and get the win. We wanted to set a standard for ourselves. The most important thing was just coming out here and competing for my teammates and doing whatever possible to get this win.
And you all did that tonight. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.